Hey guys, welcome to Mark the Point. In this system, you can use this on a choppy table where the rolls just aren't really going your way every time and you can make some money. Here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to play a little bit of a light side and I'm going to put some dark side to it too. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get a point established. We're not going to play a come out roll. We're not going to play a pass line or a don't pass. We're going to point establish. Let's say the point goes on the nine. We're going to have a nine as a point. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go down for 110 on the inside. Okay, 110 on the inside. Now, this is after the come out roll and your point is established. And you're also going to go $25 on the DC. Don't come. Remember, if you don't remember here, so on a two or three, when it's right here, on a two or three, you'll win this bet. A seven or 11, you actually lose this bet. It's the dark side, okay? Now, whatever the next roll will be, this will actually travel to whatever that is. Let's just say it's on the six, and it'll go to the back side of the six. Okay, that's how this is called a DC, a don't come bet. We're going to start off with 110 on the inside and a DC bet. Okay, let's just say the six did hit. We hit the easy six. This is going to travel to the six. Okay, and now what we're going to do is that's going to pay us $35. That's a $30 bet. It's going to pay us $35. I'm going to take this bet all the way down. It's going to go back to my rack, and I'm going to replace it with another DC. Now, at this point in time, if you roll a seven now, you do lose all these. This will win, and this will lose. Okay, so it's almost a wash, and you haven't recovered all your bankroll. But let's just say one more hit. Let's just say it hits the five. This will travel to the back of the five. This will get paid $35. Again, this is going to come back to our rack. This here is going to go back into the DC. So now you're going to set one more. You're only going to set three, never more than three, never more than three. Now, if it just so happens it hits to a four or a 10, now you don't have a payment on here. We are going to go ahead and let it travel. And now, if this was the second one, you would go ahead and backfill it out of your bankroll. But in this case, we're not. Never, ever more than three, only stay there. In this case, we're only going to roll it. You're hoping for the inside to hit. You're hoping for the sevens to roll after hitting once or twice. Again, this is a very choppy table style system. However, it's very productive on the short rolls. You'll find out and see. Guys, let me show you how this can roll out and let me know what you think in the comment section if you like it or not. All right, here we go, guys. I got $500 in the bank. That's what we're going to start off with, $500. This is something you can go out at even a lower level. So this same system can be played at any level from $5, $1 bubble craps, all the way out to as high as you're willing to risk your investment. So just want to let you know that. So we're going to get some dice out here. We're going to get a point established. Here we go. Let's go ahead and grab these two here. Let's move these to the side. And let's get a point established. Here we go. All right, it's going to be on the nine. That's going to be the 6-3 nine, guys. That is a sensor field. We're going to drop down 110 to the dealer. Okay, 110. Now remember, right now is when you're at your most vulnerable moment. Okay, you're at the vulnerable moment, and you're going to take that $25 and go to the DC because right now a PSO or a point seven out is a hard hit. Right, you have $135 gone if you hit a seven out right now. So that's your risk, okay? But we're hoping that's not going to happen. Let's see. Let's see if we can get an inside hit here. Now that is a four, so we're going to have to dig into our bankroll, like I said a while ago. So this is going to travel to the back of the four. We are going to go and drop in another $25 because I want that DC bet working for us. Okay, let's do another one. And there's an eight. That's going to be the 5-3 easy eight. Okay. So what's going to happen is that $30 bet, that's going to pay us $35. This is going to travel to the back of the eight. And we're going to pull this bet and go back into our rack. Okay. This will go back to our rack. And we're going to let that eight go to the DC. So now I have inside bets. I have a DC coming. And I have two DC bets or don't come bets already ready for us. All right. Come on, shooter. Let's do this thing. All right, there's another four. Now we did hit our four. Now it's going to knock off our four because what happens is because you're hoping to seven to the roll prior to hitting that number again. We did knock that off. Let's go and pull that back. This is going to travel. So now I'm too deep this time now, right? I'm too deep. So I'm going to pull another garbage. So I'm going to pull another DC bet and put it right there. And let's see if I can get another inside hit. All right, perfect. That's going to be a 5-1-6. Okay. It's going to pay us $35. All right. This is going to travel to the back of the six. And now this could come all the way down. Now I have one, two, three DC bets set. So remember what happens when you have 3 DC bets set? We're going to let it ride. Never more than 3 because you don't want to continuously knock yourself off. Hopefully, right now at this point in time, you want to avoid hitting these numbers. And let's see what happens here. All right, there's aces. That would have been nice if the DC was there. That would have paid us. And there's an 8. Got us knocked off again. I'm not going to go back out there. So this is going to come back. That's going to be a loss. I'm not going to go back out there, though. I don't want to take more money than I need to out of my bankroll. And there's a 4. Here I am knocking myself off. This goes to show you guys that every system that you play can win or lose, all depending on how these dice roll out. So we're going to knock off our 4. I'm not going to invest any more yet, but I think that this thing can climb back. Let's go and try it out, and let's keep it rolling. Here we go. All right, there's a 5. That's going to be a 4-1-5. That's going to pay us $35. Now, at this point in time, we can go ahead and collect that money, or you can say, you know what? I'm confident that we can go ahead and get another DC set and put it here. What I'm going to do is I've gotten paid for that 5. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the rack because I don't want to knock off any more than I have to. I want to try to creep a little bit back and try to set myself up for the next one. All right, here we go. That's going to be a 6-3-9. That's perfect. That's a center field 9. Now it's going to pay us $35 just like that. Now what's going to happen is at this point in time, if you want to, you said, you know what? I basically collected my money that I need to collect. I can go ahead and go to the DC, which actually technically the puck is off, so there is no DC bet at this time. Let's go ahead and get another point established. Now, real quick, this bet is working. So your DC bets are always working. Now you do have the option of saying pull down, but we're not going to do that. But it is working. Here we go. All right, that's going to be a 1-2-3, craps 3, no help to me. And there's a 5-2-7. Okay, so here's what's going to happen is you will win this bet. Okay, this is going to bet. Now, this was not working, but you will win this. So let's pull that back. The puck is still off. Let's just go ahead and put this back into our rack for now. The puck is still off, and let's get another point established. Okay, it's going to be the hard 8 this time. That's going to be a square pair, the hard 8. Now, you've recouped a good bit of your money back, right? So now you could say, you know what? I've made some money off the shooter. I'm doing really well. You can go back out there at 110 or maybe not so much 110, but refill your bets back out there. Okay, just like this. And say, you know what? Let's go ahead and reset all back over and try to see if we can continue to do that again. Here we go. Let's try it this time. Or you could say, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk too much money. That's totally up to what you're expecting or your risk tolerance level. Okay, it's gonna be the 5. That's gonna be the no field 5. What's gonna happen is that'll pay us $35. Okay, this will travel to the back of the 5. We're gonna replace the DC out there. Let's go ahead and put this money back into the rack. Remember, we've got knocked off twice now, and let's see what we end up like at the end of the game. Now that is a Yo 11 mid Mochiro. We're gonna lose our DC, so this is gonna be a loss back there because remember, 7 or 11 when it's in the DC, you'll lose that bet and you had the option of going back out there. Let's go and drop down another $25. Let's see how we do. Here we go. And there's a 6-5-1. Okay, easy 6. It's actually not a bad shooter so far. That's going to pay us $35. This is going to travel to the 6. We're going to put the rest of this back into our rack. Okay, just like this. Put that $25 here. Let's go ahead and put it into the DC. I'm only going to set one more. Okay, not going to set no more than 3. And there's a 7. That's going to be the 6-1-7. I tell you, let's see how we fared out. We're going to lose this bet, okay? Because remember, it's still here. It's not set yet. Has not traveled. Okay, but we're going to win this and this. And we actually ended up doing really well on that shooter, even though we got knocked off several times. I can tell you, we're already back in profit, which is a really good spot to be in. Okay, let's go and turn the puck off, and let's get another point established. Here we go. All right, it's going to be on the 9. That's going to be the center field 9. Let's mark the 9. That is a new point. Let's mark the point and drop down another 110 on the inside and then a quarter on the DC, just like that. Okay. And let's go and drop down our red chips here and 110 inside. And let's go, shooter. Let's make this thing happen. All right, it's going to be a 6. That's going to be the easy 6, the 4-2. That's going to pay us $35 on the 6. Okay. Remember, this is going to travel to the back. We're going to go ahead and take one of those quarters, go back to the DC, and let's rack the rest of it just like that. Okay, perfect. Here we go. And there's a 9. That's going to be the center field. That's great. That's great. Okay, so this is going to travel to the back of the 9. Oh, go back to that 6. That's going to travel to the back of the 9. That's going to pay us $35. That's going to go back into our rack here. Now, we are going to drop down this quarter here into the DC, but we got to wait for the point to be established. Or you know what? You could just say, you know what, let's put it on the don't pass bar, which is fine. It's the exact same concept. So we can actually do that if you want to. Let's just go ahead and put it on the don't come. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and put it on that don't pass bar, excuse me. And here we go. Ah, there's just 7. There's a 7. That's okay. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Ready? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to lose this. We're going to lose both of these and this, but we're going to get paid. Remember, these are working. We're going to get paid right there. So if you look here, guys, we're doing really, really well. Okay. We're doing really, really well. We are in profit and not bad at all. Okay, let's go and turn the puck off. Everything is off. And let's go ahead and get another point established. And there's the 9 again. That's going to be the 549 center field. Okay, let's mark the 9. Go back out there for 110. I like it, guys. It's like a rinse and repeat. Okay, this is for your choppy table, something that's only happening probably. Put that back there. That's only 4 or 5 rolls. Hopefully, not repeating the same number twice. If you hit the same number twice, it is going to knock you off. That's part of that how that works. But you're banking on not having that, not having a long roll, basically. All right, it's going to be the 415, guys. That's going to be the easy no field 5 right here. So this is going to travel to the back of the 5. That's going to pay us $35. Okay, this is going to go into our rack. Easy peasy, right? And that's going to go to the DC just like that. Okay, hoping for another hit here. Now there's a 7. That doesn't really help us out too much because remember everything now is going to be a loss. So all these are going to come back. That's a loss. We will lose this bet, but we'll get paid here. Okay, so that's basically a wash. And let's go ahead and go back out to our bank just like that. Let's go ahead and turn the puck off. So that's a real short roll. Didn't help us out too much, but you want to try to get at least 2 set if possible. Okay, it's going to be on the 8. That's going to be the 6, 2, 8. Mark the 8 on the point. And let's go back out there, right? Let's go back out there for 110 on the inside and then $25 on the DC. Just like this. Boom. All right, guys. All set up and ready to roll. Come on, shooter. No PSOs. We do not want a PSO or a 0.7 out because that is your ultimate death killer on this one, right? So that's going to be on the 5. Let's mark the 5. Go here. It's going to travel. And this is going to pay us $35. All right. That'll pay us $35. We're going to replace that one with the DC. And go ahead and go here. It's going to go back into our rack just like that. All right. Let's go, shooter. All right, that's going to be another 5. We knocked off buckshot and knocked off our 5. That's all right. That's all right. It happens. So this is going to come here. Technically, going to lose that one, so that's going to come back here. We're going to drop down another $25 out of our rack. We don't want to do that too many times. All right, it's going to be on the 8 this time. That's going to be the 538. Okay, this is going to travel to the back of the 8. That's going to pay us $35 for the 8. Put 25 back into DC, and then this is going to come back to our rack just like here. All right, and there we go, shooter. Let's go. Oh, that is our point. It's going to turn off our point. And now remember, at this point in time, this here is not going to be there yet. We can go and just go to the don't pass, which is fine. Same concept. And there it is, another 7 on the come out roll. So that helps us and hurts us, right? So this here is going to come back because that's a 7. We'll lose it there, but we will win it on these 2 here because remember, these are always working. These are working, so these can come back to the rack. And look at that. We're already back in business, already back in profit right now. I can tell you right now, we're back in profit. The puck is still off, guys. The puck is off. And that's another 437. And this time we did not go back out on the don't pass. That's okay. That's your option if you want to do that or if you want to wait for the point to come established. If they go to DC, that is totally up to you. You could play it however you want to. Totally up to you guys. There's boxcars 12. Again, no help. Let's get another point established. That's what we're waiting for. And there's a hard 6. Okay, the hard 6. Let's mark the 6 on the point. And let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and drop down another little bit here to complete the inside. Just like this, another 25. Why? Because you know what? This is a continuous bet. You can do this. You can churn and burn this all day long. Oh, totally up to you. Totally up to you. It's a working process. All right, that's a 4. That's going to be the 314. Let's put this. This is going to travel to the back of the 4. Go ahead and drop it down one more time. Okay, we are still in profit. I can tell you because this is almost $100 just right here. So that's $100 right there. We're up probably $125 right now easily up 125. So you can force that risk if you need to. Now that is boxcars 12. That is a push here. It says don't go bar. This right here. That is a push on the DC. And there's the aces, all right. That's going to help us. That's going to win, guys. That'll win right here. We're going to take that and go right back to our rack just like that. All right, here we go. And there's an 8, 5, 3. Okay, let's mark the 8. So this is going to travel to the back of the 8. Okay, this is going to pay us $35. Pay us $35. Put 25 back in the DC, and then all this here is going to come back into our rack. Okay, let's go put it here into our rack. Guys, we are making some money already on this system. I can tell you. There's the hard 6. That is the Dice Degen hard 6. Let's go ahead and grab some more red chips. It's going to pay us $35. This is going to travel to the back of the 6. That's going to pay us $35. Now, I have 3 set, okay? Remember, when I have 3 set, what are we going to do? We're just going to go ahead and play it on out and not go back out there. We do not want to get knocked off more than 3 DCs. That's all we want to play with. Let's go ahead and turn the puck off. These are working. These are still off, okay? And that's the 5, 4, 9. Let's mark the 9 as a new point. And come on, shooter. Now's when you're hoping for the short roll, right? There you go. There's a 6. That doesn't help us. So we are going to lose this bet. And right here, you have that option. Do you want to go back out there to DC? You are in profit, so you have that option if you want to. Even if you did right now, you have basically one to cover you, if you want to say that. So we could do that if you want to. We're going to take this bet here and go out to the DC. Again, totally up to you on your risk advancement there. And that did not help us out. That is a 4-3-7, so we kind of lost 25 bucks there. So what happens is all 3 of these will lose, okay? But we will win here and here, and these are going to come back into our rack. And look at there, that is 500 bucks. Remember, we started with $500. Okay, that was our initial segment, bankroll. That's $500. That's 600. That's 710. Okay, we're up $210 right now. I'm telling you guys, this is a money maker when the rolls work out for you. Let's go ahead and be honest. Remember, it can go really sour really fast if you're constantly knocking yourself off. Let's do this for one more shooter. Let's see how we do. And we're up a little over 200 bucks right now, right? Which is what, over 20%, which is really, really nice. We'll go back out there for the DC. And we are, oh, you know what? Tell you what, let's not do that yet. Sorry. Let's go ahead and get a point established and then we'll call. All these bets are off right now, okay? Not working. All right, so on the 5, that's the 4-1. Let's mark the 5. Now let's take this quarter, go back out there to DC just like that. And we're ready to roll. Let's go, shooter. And there's a 5. That's going to be the 4-1. Buckshot right on the point. That's okay. That's going to help us. It's going to pay us. That'll pay us $35. Okay, this can turn off. We're going to let this travel to the back of the 5. Not going to get a DC yet. Let's go and put it in the don't pass this time. Okay, we'll put it right there. That way we can still play it out. And let's go, shooter. Actually, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you're not getting paid right here, I probably wouldn't do that, actually. I would probably not play this DC or don't pass more. I'm going to do it now because it's out there. I'm probably not going to because you're really trying to utilize this money as much as you can whenever the puck is on. So when it's off, it actually doesn't make sense to put it on the don't pass whenever the puck is off. So I would actually suggest that not. I did put it out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it travel like it shows. But for future, I would not play that whenever the puck is off, going to the don't pass because of that exact same reason. You're not getting paid here, so you're not going to get that little bit of juice going back to your rack when it does hit. All right, here we go. And that's going to be the 10 that knocked this off. Gosh, that knocked this off. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull that back. Do we want to do it? Do you want to go back out there for more? The puck is, what is it? I told you it was the last shooter. It doesn't matter. I told you it was the last shooter. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pay that one. Let's go ahead and pull all these back. And let's go and get, you know what? Let's go ahead and check it, see how much we've made. I think we've done really well, actually. So let's see how we ended up doing. And let's count it up, all right? Let's go and move all this to the side. So let's see here. 100, 2, 3, 400. That's 450. Okay. That's 450. That's all right. So that's $500. So this is $500 total. Okay. That's our initial starting bankroll right here. Okay. So that's our starting bankroll. So we made, that's 100, 25. Well, one more. Sorry. 25, 50, 65. So we made 165, guys, in a very short amount of rolls. And this actually shows you how many times we got knocked off, especially at the very beginning. Remember, I said, well, I'm not worried because I think this thing can battle back. It definitely did that, guys. It battled back when we were down just a little bit. made it up to 200 bucks. Went out for one more shooter and lost a little bit, but that's okay. That's how it rolls, guys. That is craps. Okay, guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please let me know. I do this for fun. I don't do this for a lot of money. I can promise you that. It is for entertainment only. So if you do enjoy it, please go and hit that like button and that subscribe button, guys. It really does influence this video in the channel and helps me out a lot, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, guys, mark the point and stay awesome.